7:42. It is 16 minutes in front of 8 o'clock. 7:44 on a Monday morning, and in case you missed it, it is March officially today, March the 2nd. As a matter of fact, our calendar ripping ceremony, the typical CRC that we have from month to month as they change, comes up just before the top of the hour. So please, you don't want to miss this.
No, it's a big time, yeah.
We're joined right now by Glenda Newton. We've been talking about this for a couple of days now. Glenda is the breeder of Portuguese water puppies. She's out in Hudson. And for those who may have missed the news, the folks in the White House, the Obamas, have decided after much, I guess, research, to get themselves a Portuguese water dog because, well, for a couple of different reasons, I guess, and Glenda can talk on that more, but basically the dog is kind of hypoallergenic and doesn't shed very much because, as I said when we were speaking off here, there's not such a thing as a dog that doesn't shed at all, right?
There's no dog that doesn't shed at all.
Okay,
my dog doesn't shed.
You got to see this particular puppy that she has. He's actually on our desk here this morning. I'm going to post this video a little later on.
It's adorable.
He's 8 weeks old. He has never, you said, been out of the house up until today, right?
He's been to the vet once, so 10-minute car ride, but this is a little extreme for him.
He is so calm, and he's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, we'll post the video coming up by the end of the morning.
You should buy one.
Okay, let's not start all this stuff. Okay, let's talk about the dogs.
I have to make sure that I diligently screen them, people who purchase Portuguese water dogs.
And I should say this as well, because, you know, it's easy to fall in love with a puppy when you first see them, because they're all so cute. But as you said, as a breeder, it's not about people selecting you. It's as much as it is as you selecting them, right?
Yeah, we definitely screen people. You have to be in the right frame of mind. I prefer if people have put a lot of thought into this. Your children have to be at the right ages. Your household has to be in a place where you have enough time to invest into the puppy and have the puppy as a priority. And a puppy isn't a priority for a week. It's like bringing the baby home from the hospital. It's a good year of investment and then a responsibility for hopefully 14 or 15 years later.
This is all coming back, this discussion, to bite me in the ass right now. Anyway, I just want to mention something else. And you said this to me in the green room before. If you live in a condo, okay, and you don't have anywhere for a dog, not only for this dog, but for any other dog to exercise, to walk around, this is not a dog for you.
No, it's not. And I'm not a supporter of people who live in a condo actually having a dog in general. Not to say that we were talking about rescue dogs. I did have one dog returned to me since I've begun breeding Portuguese water dogs. The folks passed away. And there's a clause in my contract, which most breeders have, which says you don't sell it to a pet shop, an SPCA. It comes back to me when you can't find a private home. Dog came back to me. Turns out that there was a lady who was single, living on the 17th floor of an apartment building in downtown Montreal. This dog was 5 years old. It was a marriage made in heaven. She would have never been able to have a puppy. She would not have been able to get the puppy house broken or all the energy that an 8-month-old puppy would have. And this dog was just 5 years old, fit perfectly into this home. That happens. And again, that's all about the timing, right?
Okay, now people are going to wonder, though, because we went through this, and I brought this up as well, when this whole Dalmatian thing happened, right? The movie was out, and everyone all of a sudden wanted to run out and get a Dalmatian. And we're thinking something like this, with the president wanting to get a Portuguese water dog, it's obviously going to create more interest in this breed. And you're obviously worried about the fact that people may just go out, it's pet of the month. And then, of course, you decide a month later or whatever, dog's not for me. Number one, the dog you said to me is great with kids, right? This particular breed?
Kid magnets.
Really?
Yeah, excellent with children. Any puppy that you introduce into a household with little children, 3-4 years old, you're always going to have that child-dog interaction where there's nipping and that needs to be controlled. But honestly, I've never seen a breed that my child at 5 years old could actually control a gang of dogs. They would listen to him. Usually the hierarchy at home when you've got a little kid is the dogs come first,